Good afternoon, Nabo Nation. It's so nice to be here with you again on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And I am here with my friend, Kathy Warnick. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, everyone.
If you wouldn't mind, please tell us how you are currently serving the Nabo Nation.
Yeah, sure. So I am currently the chair of the NABO Institute Board. I guess that started in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard to tell when things started. So to backtrack when that started, maybe you'll recognize like when we had the Nabo birthday is when we actually installed the brand new leadership.
Right. Right.
So really great to have you, Kathy. Kathy has served in many roles in Nabo as our national chair, also the president of your local chapter.
Correct.
Correct.
NABO Columbus. NABO Columbus.
Nabo Columbus. Awesome. Where we also had a WBC.
We did.
That's when we had our name. We had our own street name.
We did.
Yeah.
NABO
Yeah.
Way, I believe it was called. The city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
NABO Way. Yeah.
I have a picture of that. I'll have to dig that up.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. So we're here because we are just getting everyone excited for our upcoming WBC. And as we know, it's going to be quite different. And just so you know, Kathy, I'm also watching the comments. And I think it's important that you know that Linda Bishop just said Kathy is a rock star.
I think Linda's a rock star.
Yeah, I do too. So, but yeah, so we're talking about WBC. And if you don't know what WBC means, because I know not everyone who is listening knows exactly what we're talking about, the C3, the Institute, WBC. So let me just give you a little bit of education here. WBC is the Women's Business Conference, and we have it once a year. And generally, it bounces from city to city to city to city every year, and we have an amazing time. Leaders and members and non-members and sponsors and partners from all across the country gather for this amazing event. So we have a great time. And on that note, Kathy, I would love to know what is like one of your standout WBC memories, if you can nail one.
So I've been a member of NABO since 2003. And I think in all those years, I've only missed two conferences. The one that I missed that I'm so disappointed in, I guess, was the one in Louisville, Kentucky. I understand that was an awesome conference and I missed it. But one of them that I really enjoyed was the one in San Francisco, maybe 2008 or 9.
Wow.
10, something like that. One of our corporate partners was Marisu Wines at the time, and they had an awesome session about wine and business and how to use it in business. And it was an hours long class, hands on. We got to taste the wine and learn how to pick the right wine for the meal that you're having at your business meeting.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, awesome. As you mentioned earlier, there's the conference that we had here in Columbus in 2016. That was pretty awesome to be able to host a conference like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. So the two conferences that you mentioned before were before me. My first one was in 2013, I believe.
Yeah.
So, gosh, it still seems like it was such a long time ago.
Yeah. Where was that? Where was 2013?
Miami.
Yep, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that might have been the first year I was on the board, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a long time. I can't remember that part.
I know. I can't believe, I mean, it just, time flies. Like, I just remember some interactions with having, with you, and I'm sure you definitely don't remember them, but I think it's important, whoever's watching this, whether you're a member or you're a non-member, and you attend these events and you see the leadership, and they're heroes. They're heroes to me. They're heroes to you because they're serving and they're carrying on the legacy of all these amazing women before us. But what I love about NABO is that it doesn't matter where you're starting, you're invited to sit at this table.
Yep.
I have never felt like I did not belong at the table, even when my business was super tiny.
Right.
And it just is so incredible. And so if you're listening to this, if you want to have some FaceTime with people who have just been through it in business and they understand NABO, and all you have to do is show up. Show up.
Yeah.
And you'll get to have those awesome conversations. I had a conversation with people in Miami that completely changed the way I did business. And it's pretty phenomenal. Yep. So Ron Ford is commenting that NABO rocks. Thank you, Ron. And I believe he is an Angelino. So thank you for stopping by. So anyway, I thank you for sharing that. Well, what's great about NABO, Kathy, I think you'll agree, is that we do a lot of business. We talk business. Yep. But what's great is that we always intertwine fun and excursion and friendship. I mean, right?
Right. If you haven't been to a conference yet, just go once. All you have to do is go once, and you'll go every year, because you can't. I don't think people really understand the dynamic and all that they can get out of it until they've actually gone to the conference. And you won't be lonely, even if there's no one else there that you know will make you feel welcome.
That's right. That was me in Miami. Yep. And I made tons of friends and came home with a lot of friends. Laura Neubauer specifically. So anyway, okay, wonderful. So this year is going to be a little different. We won't be doing, our normal setup, but it's going to be a terrific conference. And actually, not tomorrow, but Thursday, we're going to have on the panel UPS, who will be talking to us about their experience with virtual conferences and how they're looking forward as a sponsor,
right,
to our online event,
right,
our virtual experience. I don't even want to call it an online event; it's a virtual experience. Right. So, but what are you looking forward to this year?
I guess I'm looking forward to the virtual event. I've never done one before.
Okay.
Right? So
yeah,
I'm anxious to see how it's going to go. I've never been one for even webinars and online learning. It's just never, I don't even like being in front of the camera, but here I am. So I'm just kind of curious to see how it all turns out.
Yeah.
I think it's here for a while. We're going to have a lot of virtual conferences, not just NABO, I mean, business in general. It's going to be a lot of virtual for a while. So
yeah.
To see, oh, look, there's Suzanne Peace. Her first conference was in 1988.
Mm-hmm. And it goes on her calendar every year. Awesome, Suzanne.
Yeah. And then I'm really looking forward to hearing Glennon Doyle. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be a great keynote. That'll be an awesome keynote. I've been watching her on her Instagram. So she really gives a lot of herself on her Instagram. So I'm interested to hear her speech. So, but
that was another great WBC too, when Elizabeth Gilbert.
Oh, yes.
That was amazing. That was really amazing. Too.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Now, as far as the online experience goes, believe it or not, I mean, as much as I'm online, I had really never experienced a conference. So in the last 2 months, I've experienced 3 of them. NABO California had an online conference. NABO LA had an online conference. And then I went to a trade conference in my industry. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. And I know that what NABO HQ is putting out is they're blowing it out of the water just because it's our annual event.
Right.
And so I think it's just going to be even greater than what I've already experienced. And all of those conferences, California, LA, and my trade conference, awesome, 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 awesome.
Well,
We connected. Yeah, we connected. We, we inspired each other. We laughed. If that's, if that's possible, we were laughing in the comments. And so it was great. But that's awesome. And so this year, our conference, as you can see here in the bottom left, right, whatever it is to you, brave is our theme. So being brave. And I think this year, a lot of us, our brave has been tested. But Kathy, I would love to know, what does brave mean to you, or where in your world, in your life, have you had to be brave?
I've had to be brave a lot in my life, but I think the two things that are relevant here more than anything is when I started my company. Right? There's always somebody who's a naysayer. You don't want to do that. Can you do that? Of course you can do that. Everybody can do that. So that was a bit of a battle. We did that. And then the other one was when one of the past national chairs asked me to step up and apply for leadership on the board. And I told her no twice. And the third time she said, not taking no for an answer this time. So I had to step up, and I thought, well, if she thinks I can do it, maybe I can do it. And that takes a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And aren't we so glad that you did?
I am. I'm glad I did.
I know, and we've had so much fun.
Yeah. And you have a great picture on your Facebook page that I took.
Oh my gosh, that's right. So it is historically true. My sisters will tell you, and they joke about it, that when I take pictures of people constantly. And then when I ask people to take a picture of me, it's like, thanks. And one day at Advocacy, we were very casually, we were done eating lunch. We stepped out on a balcony. The Capitol building is behind me. People are taking pictures. And I'm like, I want a picture. And I was going to do a selfie. Kathy's like, let me do it. And she did it. And honestly, Kathy, I'm sorry. I have to admit, I'm like, I'll let Kathy take a picture, but I'll probably use my selfie. She took the picture, and it was my Facebook picture for over a year. And I use it on so much of my marketing. So I think I might owe you a royalty.
I usually take terrible pictures, so I'm glad I could do a good one.
It was so good. The lighting, the angle, it was so awesome. So that's great. That's such a fun memory. But I want to just leave us with that, this is great information, Kathy. Thank you for everything you do. I think national leadership, chapter leadership is sometimes a thankless job. And you're doing all these things, and people don't understand what it takes to run this organization.
Yep. And also, too, let's not forget that the call for nominations just went out.
Yes.
So if anybody out there is interested in serving at the national level, please. The call for nominations just went out. Submit your name. Take a chance. Be brave.
I love it. You are right. If you check your email this morning, the call for nominations did go out for the national board. So take a chance. Be brave.
Yep.
All right. And I want to just leave you with one more thing. In the show notes, you have all of the links to sign up for the WBC. And I also want to mention that tomorrow is the last day that you secure the swag box, that the swag box will be delivered to you before the conference. So register by tomorrow to be secure in that. And the other two links, one is to Next Gen, our Next Gen conference happening next week. That is for high school, college, post-college, post-grad, even junior high. I've heard some junior hires wanting to get in there. If any of your young ones, your nieces, nephews, if they're showing any interest in entrepreneurship, this will be a really great place to start. And I believe it's $100. And there's also the third link is a scholarship opportunity being offered by Lydia's Legacy. And we will be live with the founder of Lydia's Legacy this week as well. So we have a lot of lives, so just stay tuned. But all of that is there. If you have any questions, send me a message, post a comment. I will put my email in the comments so you have it. And that is it. Kathy, is there anything else that you'd like to say?
No, just please come to the WBC. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, and say hi.
Yeah, say hi.
And say hi. All right, all. Thank you so much, Kathy, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey.